Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Brian. Brian is from New York City in the USA. So let's see what Brian has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello, Brian. How are you?
Hello, hello. How you doing, William?
I'm very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
So tell me, how's your day going so far?
Pretty good. It's a hot one here in New York, so staying inside and just trying to catch up and get some rest.
And New York City is the place where you're born and raised?
Yes, yes. New
Wow.
York, born and raised, been here my whole life.
So tell me, what's the biggest joy of waking up in New York City every morning?
So I actually live in one of the suburbs. So I'm a little bit outside of the city, but I'm close enough where I can get on a train, I can drive in about an hour or so, and it's pretty nice here, honestly. I mean, it's fast paced, and I'm in the city all the time for work, but there's so many opportunities and so many people, but it's great.
Wow. Tell me, Brian, what has been the highlight of your week so far?
So far. Okay, so I was actually working on a film last week into the weekend, and I just wrapped on that 2 days ago in the middle of the night.
Wow.
So I've just been now kind of recuperating and kind of putting my limbs back on because when you're going for a week straight, you gotta center yourself again and figure out how to be a person.
Amazing. Okay, so let's start the interview talking about your career as an actor, producer, and a writer as well. So tell me how everything started.
Sure, sure. So I got into filmmaking again in 2021. I studied it a bit when I was in college. I was in college more for visual art, but I dabbled in filmmaking and the whole pandemic happened and on the other side of it, I kind of just wanted to get back into the world and experience something. So I figured that it was a good as time as any to kind of jump back in. So I just tried to get on set in any way possible.
Uh-huh.
And what actually happened was I wasn't planning on being an actor or going into acting so much. In fact, I was pretty nervous about it.
Uh-huh.
I thought I was going to be, a producer and more of a writer, and I love those things. But lately, I've just been acting and as a primary function, and honestly, I've loved every minute of it.
Wow, that's amazing. I think being an artist, you can explore different areas and you somehow find the joy of it somehow.
Yes, yes, and it's so refreshing just bringing life into characters, and every project I'm in is just something different, a fresh spin on it. And I get tired of being myself, so I get to just jump right in and live in someone else's shoes.
Amazing. Very good. Brian, in the beginning of the interview, I always ask my guest on the show to bring something that means a lot to them. So that could be gifts, picture, an object. Is anything you could share with us?
Yes, so I actually brought a little prop, and it is this helicopter. It's plastic. And what this is, it's actually glow in the dark. And when I want to say 8 years old, I had a bedroom full of these on the ceiling because I'm
Wow.
super into space. And for some reason, over the years, this one piece I just kept and it's traveled with me
Wow.
everywhere. So now it's kind of my good luck charm. I thought I lost it so many times, but then I always find it again.
Amazing.
This is just my little helicopter that flies around with me wherever I go.
I love that. Wow, I love it. I think when these objects they're never gonna be lost. You know, they're gonna follow you always, always gonna be there. I love it.
Absolutely.
Brian, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through memories in life and share your point of views?
I am so ready. Let's go.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Full of random questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Sure.
Let's do it. Yes, you can always dance with me. So before we start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that maybe you don't want to talk about or you don't want to answer, always can take another question, okay?
Okay, sure.
Amazing. Right. New. The first question is: if you could create a new emoji, what that would look like?
Create a new emoji. Okay, wow. See, I know that is this supposed to be rapid fire? I only use like four emojis. So what like I don't even know what emojis like the full index of them are. Um Maybe it would be like a country or a state like this or like the city of New York or the state of New York or something like that.
Right. Tell me a person, that you are more in touch with, like through maybe WhatsApp or message. There's anyone in your life right now that you're always in touch through, one of those apps?
So I have a friend named Miriam. She's a filmmaker. Miriam said, and we talk all the time, and she kind of helps me out in brainstorming ideas. And when she has something, she comes to me. So we work great together.
And how did your path cross for the very first time?
So we met on a film project where I was an actor and she was a PA. And then she was working on a project and directing it. And then she brought me in to kind of help co-produce it and to
Wow.
act in it as well.
And as a writer, Brian, you write scripts or you write books? Tell me a little bit about it.
Sure. So I primarily write poetry.
Okay.
It's something that I've written for a couple years, and then I finally published a book called I'm Just Here, which is on Amazon right now, so you can purchase
Wow.
that. And from there, I also am working on a screenplay.
Hmm.
Now, in terms of the screenplay, I did hire a screenwriter to do the nuts and bolts because my brain is always moving. So I decided that for me right now, I have a hard time focusing on purely writing. So I kind of gave him the treatment for it, and he just went off and made an amazing first draft. And his name is William Goldberg,
Okay.
and he did a great job on it.
And why do you think nowadays, at this time of your life, you think that writing is not maybe in the right time for you? Why is that?
Well, since I got into acting, I've
Hmm.
been going full force with the
Wow.
industry. And I stay extremely busy. So I pretty much say yes to everything. And that works out, but also it doesn't give me a lot of time to kind of work on my own projects. So I think with writing, it'll be something that I will get back into when I think level to the point where I can kind of settle and take more time. But right now, I've been doing a couple of years of just throwing everything at the wall and trying to build up my resume and my credits.
I
And
see.
then we'll see what happens from there.
Amazing. Very good. Next question. Let's do it. right, Brian, next question is, tell
All
us
right.
something interesting about yourself or maybe something that not many people know about you.
Okay, so I actually, well, I don't have an appendix. That might be interesting. I had it removed because I had a colon surgery about 10 years ago. So they
Mhm.
took out a piece of my colon and my appendix because I was quite sick for a while. So I am missing that whole section of my digestive tract, but other than that, I am feeling great.
What's the biggest joy of being Brian? What do you like the most about being you?
So I love talking to people and meeting people. I often feel more connected to strangers than I do to people that I am actually close with. I think it varies, but I just love meeting strangers and starting friendships. And I'm very pro humanity, very pro people. I just like meeting people and bringing them into my world. And I try to treat everyone with respect and just make friends along the way.
Tell me one of the strangest way you met one of your best friends.
Hmm. Well, the interesting thing is well, most of my friends I went to high school with, but we weren't actually friends in high school. And
Uh-huh.
then we reconnected much later. But that doesn't really answer the question. So I guess in terms of acting and being on set, it's not strange, but you do meet very interesting people,
Uh-huh.
and you meet people that honestly, I have met people that I've worked with one time and we've become very close. And sometimes those people are your biggest supporters when
100%.
you don't really see them often, but when you do, they're just there for you. They're always liking your posts, and I just appreciate it.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, I think when you are working as an artist, there's so many people, crossing your path, going after the same dreams as you are. There's always a passion around there. So that's the connection, and if you relate it to them, and that's how when the friendship starts.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Before the next question, Brian, so tell me what's the biggest joy of acting? When you are performing, when you are, in there, like somehow connecting and giving your best. So, what do you like the most about it?
Well, I love the whole community of it. That's the first thing. Like I said, I love just meeting people and experiencing things. I love when I have to travel to act. And then when I'm actually on set, it's bringing life to these characters
Hmm.
that need a home. When they're on the page, they're kind of just rogue. And then when you put yourself in their shoes, you kind of give them that body and make their soul just come to life. And I love that.
And for you, did you have the support of your family, your parents growing up as an artist, as an actor, or for you was a bit tricky at the time?
Yeah, so my family is very supportive.
Hmm.
I am an only child, so I don't have siblings. But that was actually great because when I was very young, they helped me out in setting up a college fund so that I went to college totally, with assistance where it was all set up, and I don't have any loans for that.
Wow.
So that was huge because I mean, it's tough being a creative, and
Hmm.
the money doesn't always match the passion. So so I'm really grateful for their support in my early years.
Amazing. Next question is, what makes you the happiest?
Hmm. I guess I'm the happiest when I have something to do. when I have a purpose, when I have a project I'm working on, when I'm locked in and in the zone. I prefer not to be idle when I'm kind of, I guess, when I don't have anything going on. That's not really me. I like to stay busy and just stay with the gears in motion. So as long as I'm doing something, I'm pretty
Uh-huh.
happy. And I think I never had a problem with that. I always found interest in a lot of things. So as long as I have that thing to keep me going, I'm there.
And do you believe that happiness is a choice?
Hmm. Well, I do think that's a tough question. I think for the most part, it is a choice. It's something that we can control. I
Mm-hmm.
think oftentimes we can't always get what we want. And I
Yeah,
think there's many obstacles, and I think some people may not have the easiest time with it. But whether it's a choice or not, down to the science, I like to believe that it is.
I see. Tell me, when have you felt the happiest in your life?
I would say when I graduated high school, I was very excited to begin college and to kind of be an adult and be on my own and try new things. And I was the most motivated ever. And that was probably when I was the happiest because I felt like the whole world was ahead of me.
Wow,
And as an adult, I mean, I still get excited for things, but I don't know that level of excitement was just intense.
amazing. Next question, ready?
Yes.
Do it. Next one. Okay, next question for you is, would you ever get a tattoo and what that would be?
Oh, okay. So I've thought about this. Most of my friends have tattoos, and I don't know if I would ever get a tattoo. There's
Uh-huh.
really nothing that I like that much to the point that I would want it on my body,
Right.
honestly.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. It's just not my thing. Like I love tattoos. I love seeing them on people. But
Yeah.
for me, I think it would be a mistake at some point.
I love your concept, and I must say, I think the same way. I think I love seeing people with tattoos on. I think it's beautiful, they express themselves, and there's a sexy, it's a beauty there. But I'm so scared to do one, and I regret, like in a few days or weeks or months, I feel like, oh my God, I don't want to see that anymore. So I get your
Right?
point. And the pain as well. I'm so scared about the pain.
Yeah, it could be intense. It's a big decision.
But saying that, actually, the older I get, I start considering something very small or discreet or something that I don't see very easy. So maybe, but so far I'm okay with that, not tattoos.
Right. Yeah, I feel the same way.
3 questions left. Let's do it.
All right.
Before the next question, Brian, I had a few guests here on the show, some from LA, some from New York City, and someone mentioned once that people, um, like actors, artists, if they wanna, somehow focus in the movie industry, LA is the place to be. And if they wanna focus more in the theater, New York City is the place to be. Of course, not a rule, but based on your experience or on your journey, what do you think about that?
Well, I think there's a lot of truth to that. I think New York is huge with theater. I mean, if you want to do theater, New York or London, but here in the United States, New York is the place. There's a lot of film that's done here in New York, in neighboring states, New Jersey, and the Northeast in general. And I think now that we are progressing in the 2020s, there's a lot more diversity in where projects are being shot. I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of projects are moving to other countries, to Canada, to
Yeah.
Europe. And I think for the most part, it's a good thing. I think that there's much more diversity
Yep.
with locations. Um, I think, you know, people often assume they have to go to LA for film and TV, and I think that it's not always true.
Mm-hmm.
Any place you go, it's somewhere that you can build your credits up, you can build your resume, get experience. And then I always say I work in every city. So I have the power to submit myself to LA, and I'll go to LA if I'm casting something. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, I don't need to move there now. So.
I get your point. I think nowadays is it's more broad now. I think you find, Atlanta, there's so many places in the world, Europe, as you mentioned about Europe, even in Asia as well. I think there's so many productions like based in Asia. I think, they're more open-minded regarding that. I think there are everywhere opportunities. And with the modernity, with, online, you can do a, audition literally wherever you are. So I think nowadays more the opportunities are everywhere.
Yes, and it's also extremely competitive. It's more competitive in LA or New York.
Yeah.
So if you find that market where you have a better chance, then absolutely, that's the
So
place.
amazing. Next question is, what's the biggest price you ever paid for being yourself?
The biggest prize that I received for being myself.
You ever paid for being yourself? Like, something that's for being you. What's the biggest price? Could be in a positive or negative way as well.
Hmm. So, biggest prize for being myself. I would say the collection of the my network of acquaintances, family members, business partners. I think anyone that I brought into my world to me is my biggest prize.
Wow. Good. Two questions left. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, tell us a funny story or a moment that happened to you when you were a child at school.
Mm. Oh, as a child. Okay.
Did you like school growing up?
I actually did. I did like going to school. Yeah. I had a lot of fun in school, and I would say, okay, so when I was in, I think it was second grade, I was super into science and chemistry,
Yeah.
and I would do these experiments in my desk. I would take bottles and then I would just pour different things into them. I would take like soap, or I would take crumbs of goldfish and I would mix it together and just make all these different concoctions and store them in my desk. And
Wow.
I remember this was like the end of the year. I was cleaning out my desk and I had this bottle, and it had snacks, like old snacks,
Oh
crackers
my
that were
God.
crumpled up. And I remember opening the bottle and it was so rancid. And everyone was like, "What's that smell?" And they were so upset. Everyone was like, "What do you have going on here?" And I was like, "I don't know. I was just having fun." And people were getting sick, and it
Oh
was
my God.
it was pretty funny. But hey, I was a kid who was just making stuff up.
Who was your favorite teacher at the time?
Wow. So my favorite teacher, I think for that class, her name was Mrs. Whitehouse. This was second
Wow.
grade. So
Wow.
she's somewhere. I hope she's doing well.
Oh, sweet. Last question, ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Last one. But before the last question, let's do a little game. So let's pretend that you've got in your hands the biggest budget. So for you, money is not a problem. And you're gonna put together a play or a short movie or a film. You're gonna be on it as well. We're gonna play you. Yeah, you're gonna be yourself, and you can cast anyone to play your mom, any other to play your dad, also a love interest, a romantic partner, and also you can cast or collaborate with any producer or director in the world for these projects. They don't need to look like your parents or just people that would like to work with one day. So tell me those names.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, this is a great question. Um, all right, so I want Paul Giamatti to be my dad.
Wow.
Uh, what were the other girlfriend?
Your
Hmm,
mom as well, and the big boss to help you to put all together.
to put it together. Okay, so the director, I would love a Paul Thomas Anderson as the director,
Okay?
and girlfriend. Wow.
And your mom as well.
And mom, girlfriend and mom. Wow, I mean, hmm. When I was a kid, I used to love Jennifer Lopez.
Wow.
Um,
She gonna
now
play, she gonna play your girlfriend or your mom?
I guess now like that's a tough question.
You mention
Uh,
her name. You mention her name.
yeah, that she would be my mom in this.
Okay.
And well, I'm just going based on age now. And girlfriend, hmm, it would oh, this is a tough one.
Can I give you some names?
Yeah, give me some names here.
Jennifer Lawrence, Emma Stone, um, um, what's the name of the she played the Black Swan, Natalie Portman. Um, there's so many names out there.
Yes, I'm gonna say Natalie Portman
Wow.
for the girlfriend right now. I'm blanking right now because I haven't. I'm trying to think like I'm thinking of movies I watched recently and I actually don't know their names.
I know what you mean. Sometimes you don't remember their names.
Yeah.
Anyway, the second part of the question is gonna be a bit tougher now. One day you're gonna wake up in the morning having four missed calls on your phone from those four names you just mentioned right now. Which one you're gonna call back straight away? Which one you're gonna send a message? I'll call you back later. And the other two, you just ignore them for now. So tell me those names. I know it's a mean question.
I get to call back one right away.
Yeah, just one out of those four names you just mentioned.
Okay. I would say Paul Thomas Anderson. I'm calling right back. I,
Wow.
I would say I love your work. I'd love to work with you. And the rest I have to turn away, or I get to call back
No,
one.
one you're gonna send a message. I'll call you back
Oh,
later.
hmm. Oh, Natalie Portman. I'll call back later.
I
Yeah.
can't believe you just ignored Jennifer Lopez. No, just
Sorry.
I'll take the blame. I put in the spot, and it's my fault. They're gonna understand. Okay. Okay. Next question. Oh, this one I talked about school. All right. Next question is, what makes you most proud?
Wow. I guess the thing that makes me most proud, besides my work, I would say, is what people say about me.
Amazing.
So I would hope that my personality and my kindness is something that people admire. And to me, that's the thing that's most important to me.
I
So
love
that's
that.
that's
Right.
something that would make me most proud, yes.
And what will be the title of your memoir one day?
What the title of my memoir?
Yeah.
Well, the
Well,
title the
I'm
title
joking.
of my Oh, okay. There's not a
I,
question.
no, 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 because you said well, and I was like, that's the name of your memoir. Well, I'm joking. I'm just
Yes. Dot
joking.
dot dot.
Oh, really? That should be the title.
It should, right?
I was joking with you, but if you say well, I thought you were just thinking.
I am thinking. It can be though. Maybe that will be.
Okay, I like that actually.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
last question, ready?
sure.
Let's do it. Last one. But before the last question, I'm sure through your career as an artist, you've been through situations that meant a lot for you. You're gonna always remember. But tell me one moment so far that when you think about your career as an actor, writer, or producer, that you go like, you know what? This moment I will hold close to my heart.
Hmm. I would say the first time I worked on a film and the first project where I saw it being released, that was very proud for me when I got that first IMDb credit. And that was a moment that I felt very proud.
Wow, beautiful. Last question is, what things do you consider to be relationship deal breakers?
Oh, wow. There's a bunch. Well, definitely I'm a morning person.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know. I if someone's a night owl, that's going to be very tough. I would say personality wise, I am very compatible with people that are ambitious as well.
Right.
I'm not a person that kind of just likes to lounge around a lot. And I would love to find someone who can help me and someone that I can help them and that we can work together on projects, whatever that might be.
Tell me about your first kiss and your first crush.
Uh,
If you can, of course, if you can.
my hmm. My first crush was, well, the funny thing is I had a girlfriend in first grade and then I was single for forever. Like I'm like in the grand scheme of my adulthood, I've been single basically my entire life. Uh,
Uh-huh.
I am just in my own doing my own thing, and I'm so happy with that. But my first crush, I had a crush on this girl. She was in my I guess yeah, elementary school class.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, it's kind of boring. I
Not
was obsessed with her for 40 years and nothing ever happened with it. And
oh, 4 years. Oh my God.
yeah, and I think she still lives in the area, but I don't know. I every so often I think like I should probably just like maybe I should tell her or something. I don't know.
You never know. Maybe she's watching this interview right now. You never know.
Right? Maybe she is.
Amazing. Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. I'm going to say some words, just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay? Let's
Sure.
start with money,
Power,
fear,
horror,
family,
friends,
life,
death,
love,
loss,
religion,
politics,
sex.
sex, you said?
Yep.
Love,
Politics,
politics, power again,
friendship,
friendship, relationships,
desire,
destiny,
regret,
ambition,
success,
death,
wish,
wants,
happiness.
sadness.
New York City, one word.
New York City, the Big Apple. That's three.
Wow. That's okay. Uh,
Apple,
USA,
America.
One word for acting.
Acting. Passion.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend. Define Brian in one positive and one negative word only. What your best friend would say about you?
Positive. He would say that I never stop. I just keep on going.
Uh-huh.
Negative. Probably that could also be a negative. He would probably
100%.
say that I just never relax.
What's your star sign or astrology, Brian?
Sagittarius.
So you are December.
Yes. December
You know they
7th.
you know they say that Sagittarius they have the biggest heart compared with other star sign astrology. Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that. No.
Yeah, they have the biggest hearts. They are very emotion. There's some emotion there. Amazing.
Wow.
Let's play now, Brian, in the match box, and you can ask me a question. But before you ask me the question, I'm gonna ask you a tough question. I'm sure that's never gonna happen, but if one day somebody come up to you and say, Brian, from now on, you just can choose a career of acting, writer, or producer. Which one would you choose?
I would choose acting. I
Wow,
would.
why is that?
I would say because acting is the one that is the most active.
Mhm.
If I was writing full time, I don't know how long I would last. I would be
Right.
a little stir crazy. And acting, I get to live the words. And
Wow.
I personally feel like acting is an extension of writing, but
Mhm.
it's an extension that is so much more suitable to me.
Of course, as your friend would say that you're always on the go, always
Yes.
practice. So for you, it
Yes.
fits very well. I get it. Okay, you can ask me a question now.
I wanted to ask you what the best minute of the day is and why.
What a great question, Brian. That's so unique. No one never asked me this question from me, and I have the answer straight away. When you said that you are early birds, straight away I thought, I'm like him. I'm like you. I wake up very early. The best the best time of the day for me is in the morning when my energy is just exploding. So I would say the best minutes of my day is when I step out of my house and I have this fresh air in the morning with the birds like waking up, this noise. Oh my God, that brings me this best of me. I feel like, my God, it's a new day starting. How amazing is that feeling? Every morning, as soon as I open the door and I close my door and this fresh air early morning, oh
Oh yeah.
my God, I feel like that's great. I feel alive. I feel like, wow, it's another opportunities. The world's waking up now. Things are get together. Trust me, that's the best time for me. That's the best. That's why the energy. I go to the gym every morning for me because the best energy I have is in the morning. So yeah, great question. And my answer for you, the best minute of my day, it's in the morning when I close my door and I start my day with this fresh air. It's just magical for me. I know sometimes, even though if I haven't slept properly, or sometimes it doesn't happen. But even though, as soon as I step out and I have this feeling, I feel like energized. I feel like, wow, what a great feeling. So yeah, that's my answer for you. I love it.
Awesome. I love that answer too. I'm such a morning person, so I'm right there with you.
Did you like the interview?
I did. This was so much fun. Thank you so much. I really
Thank,
had a great time.
thanks so much, Brian. Thanks for being so kind. I know you're a busy man. You had a long week of shooting, and you made time for the interview. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate you to be ready for it. Thanks so much.
Of
And
course.
before you go, if you can share a positive message, a positive quote, or anything that you live by.
Sure. I just want to share the general statement that keep on going. Whatever comes your way, just put one foot after the next and just keep on going. Thank
Amazing. Very good.
you so much.
Thanks again. Enjoy your day and keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show, okay?
Uh,
Take care.
okay, you too.
Bye
Bye.
bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.